Alrighty, what is good? What is good, guys? So right here we have the Australian dollar here at the moment. So basically, I am in the replay mode. I did go back exactly a week, and I just kind of want to show you guys, like, hey, like, let's ride out the market this whole entire week, and let's see if we can get some setups. The Australian dollar, you won't really see setups every single day. Sometimes it does like to consolidate because the Australian dollar, for some reason, it just be on that BS sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So this is just basically kind of getting into like the new, week and stuff like that. This is actually ending the week. So let me just kind of like get this out of the way. Boom. Boom. Get this out here. So 27, 29, 31, 31, 2, 3, 5. Okay. Right here. So this is where the week ended off. So first of all, what we're going to start off by looking at is we're going to look at the daily. And we're just going to kind of spread this out a little bit. So currently we were in a little uprising here. As you guys can see, we were in a little uptrend that did break out under and then decided to fall back down. So that's cool. Now we notice that we are pulling really strongly down here. Let's just put a little horizontal line right there. And let's see how we react to the zone on the weekly. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go back to the weekly here, just because I want to see how this zone has reacted in the past. So, okay, we don't have anything here. Now let's see. Noticing here on the weekly, over here, a while back, as you guys can see, yes, it is a long time back. This is 2002. We noticed that this was previously support, resistance, and then support again at one point. So as you guys can see here, we did reverse at this level. So let's go to the daily. And let's notice one thing. We have new market structure being broken to the downside. And we are currently in a Fibonacci short. So going to the 1 hour time frame, what are we looking at? Okay. Noticing here on the 1 hour that basically we are in a little down channel right here, a little downtrend right here, as you guys can clearly see, clear as day. We're in a little downtrend. So basically, we got back-to-back pullbacks, retracements, and continuation, as you guys can see. Boom, we have one Fibonacci setup here. Then we have the continuation. Little dragon bag. Boom, this was news, by the way. New market structure being broken to the downside. More 5618. And boom, continuation. So let's see what starts to happen. Remember, guys, we can't ride a downtrend forever. At one point, our analysis will be disrespected. So let's see, what are we going to do here? We're going to get a little channel going here. Let's see. And we're just gonna fast forward this really quick. I'm gonna make it a little faster. And let's see. Now we are consolidating. Notice how we are in a side channel right now. So remember, with the side channel, normally it will break out either to the bottom for continuation, or it'll break out for the uptrend to come out. And as you guys can see, what are we seeing now? We broke out. We didn't continue to ride this move down. Now we are back in the buy zone. So far here, okay, we started, yep, right there. This was the start of the week. So basically, we already had these back-to-back setups right here, as you guys can see. So now look at this. This gap right here from 2, 3, and then 5. Basically, right here, April 3rd to April 5th. This is when the market opened. And as you guys can see, at the end of the session on Friday before the market closed, we consolidated into a side channel. So let's remove this Fibonacci. And currently, we are in a side channel. So let's just, whoop. The market opened, and as you guys see, we immediately broke out. We have created new higher highs on the 1 hour. So let's just draw our Fibonacci from here to here. As you guys can see, we have 38 continuation on the 1 hour. 30 minute, let's see. 30 minute, we have about the same thing. 15 minute, we don't really have much. All we really have is little ripple effects, which are smaller time frame gains, if you really see. As you notice, we did break out. And what do we have here? On the smaller time frames, look at this. This is my favorite setup, like how I've talked about it. We have market structure being broken to the upside. Entry right here. Boom. Beautiful. Take prop 4 smash. Now let's clean that up. Now what do we have here again? We have market structure being broken to the upside again, retracing, creating a little resistance here. Boom. And as you can see, respected. Continue up. Now let's remove that here. Now what do we have here? We have a resistance created. Same step. Oh, right here, sorry. And boom. Again, respected, hitting tape profit 4. So we were able to ride this thing out from here all the way up to here, which was about 70 pips of a gain with multiple entries in order to get that. And then we had a pullback that we saw here in the 1 hour that we weren't able to get. So let's just remove this right here. And then let's get our resistance going. Boom. Let's just delete this here. Right there, we got our resistance there. We got our resistance here. And we have continuation. Let's go to the 30 minute. Okie dokie, let's just keep riding this thing out. Now, what do we see here? We just have the market is just completely just going up. We broke out of the channel. Now we created our own little channel to the upside. As you guys can see, we were already broken up to the next resistance. That was right here. Now let's see what happens. We have a retracement. Boom. Perfect. So what are we going to do? We're going to grab our Fibonacci from where it makes sense. In this situation, you can write it from here. Even though there's no wick here and it looks kind of choppy, it still was a 38 continuation. But look at this. Just in case, we wrote it from here into the golden zone. Perfect. So if you would have drew it from here, you would have noticed that it was a 38 continuation. And from here, it was a 50 and a 618 golden zone entry. So sometimes people will get, even I find myself sometimes messing up, you know, and at least you can see that 38 means continuation and that side. And that was our entry on the actual market structure break that was right here. So basically, as you guys can see, the market came back for retracement and then kept going up. Now let's remove this. Now let's draw a Fibonacci from here to here. 38 rejection here at this resistance. Let's see if we were able to catch a move in there. Let's go to the 1 hour. Nope, no move there. Nope, no move there. The only move we have there is break and retest of the support and continuation. Oh wait, but now this is where it starts to get exciting. Looking at our smaller time frame, the 15 minute, we have our Fibonacci entry right here. Boom. So you guys can see. Let's go to the 5 minute. Same thing, basically. And boom, we just kept going and going above. So now we're currently here at boom. Now price just ranged. So I mean, all in all, we did have multiple setups throughout the week here on the Australian dollar and the US dollar. So what you guys can do is you guys can always go to the replay mode, and you can go to the start of the week, for back testing, meaning you can just go and see what moves you could have caught, what happened. Damn, I lost this trade. Let me find out why I lost this trade. Just look at the bigger picture. Here clearly we had a downtrend because we were on a daily short. And then as you guys see here in the smaller time frames, as we got closer, we're channeling down, but we created a side channel and then we broke above, rejecting it, which no longer made our daily short bearish anymore, because at this moment, the trend reversed and it switched up. And then we started trading above the 50 SMA as well as Confluence after this really, really aggressive cross right here. And boom, it was so powerful, the trend. As you guys can see, we had countless amount of multiple rejections above the moving average, which is the blue one, which is our bullish moving average, which is the SMA 8, as you guys can see. And we just kept going and going and going. And then we had a possibility to retrace again. Let me show you. Let me highlight this zone right here. Now let me look at the daily. Let's see what zone on the Fibonacci is this one right here. Okay, what zone is that? That right there is the golden zone. Let me put this little trend line right here. Let's go to the 4 hour again. 1 hour. So look at that. We're trading above the 50 moving average. So the second we came back into the golden zone on the daily, some people would have resold. But notice how our trend already switched, and now we're channeling up and we're trading above the 50 SMA. So off the bat, I would not have sold here if price would have came back for a retest of this zone. Either way, we don't have any new lows being created. We have this humongous form of support right here also. Boom. As you guys can see, this resistance, boom, 1, 2, 3 times price has tried to break above to continue to the downside, but it clearly broke above after this humongous push, after the the SMAs have crossed here, and boom, price did consolidate, trying so desperately to break this moving average. These are 4 hour candles. For 4 hours straight, these candles tried to break under to reverse and change the trend, but it clearly didn't. So this trade you would have lost right here. You would have lost. And if you would have went back later on and you would have figured this out, hey, look, okay, this is why I lost. So these are really good things to do when you guys lose. You goes back and you realize, why did I lose? In this situation, I would have never taken a sell here because we have multiple confluences that price will continue to go up. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because this was originally the entry on the daily short and it went down. It went down exactly 200 pips. And then it started to reverse, and it reversed. So right here, as you guys can see, this was a market structure break to the upside. And looking here in the 1 hour, it was also our Fibonacci entry, which had in confluence a really strong level of support and resistance. And as you guys can see, it just kept going up, targeting previous levels of support and resistance. For example, our beautiful supply and demand zones right here. Just leave these blue little, let's leave these blue little support lines right here. Now let's see, look at that, price, beautiful, came to retest them. So I mean, this is really, really cool to do, guys. I recommend doing this as much as you want, man. It is really, really fun. It's really cool, being able to kind of catch all the moves and everything. And it's just really, really fun. You know what I'm saying? As you guys can see, we had a real nice moves during the session and everything. So keep in mind, guys, this is something that is mandatory. This is mandatory, and it's really good because, sometimes people get lazy, and I know laziness, and I've seen laziness. I've had a bunch of lazy students before, and then I've had students who just sit here and they do this and they study. Why? Because they want to be like me. Me, what am I like? I'm somebody who, I do this, and this is instant. I can do this in 5 seconds. And guess what? I know when my next move is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I can catch the next big move, and I can make money on the big move. And I do that every single time because I've done this so many times that basically I'm wired to know what is happening in the market at all times. I don't know what's always going to happen because we have fundamental newses that come out. Donald Trump can say something super good, and then this can happen. He can say something super bad, and then this can happen. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, I know where the trend is going. And when you know where the trend is going, all you have to do is apply what I have taught you. Like this. A broken market structure, Fibonacci long, with a nice level of resistance here, holding super strong, rejecting our 50 SMA, and boom. We would have caught right here holding this trade. Look at this. How many pips was this? 120 pips. And guess what? Came right back down. 165 pips. Well, look at this. Kept going and going to our previous resistances in the future, in the past, towards the future. And look at that, 178 pips and 238 pips. We were able to catch this move at the bottom with what I have taught you. So when it comes to going back and back testing and spending some time on the charts to get familiar and form a psychological relationship with what I have taught you, it's really hard not to understand where market is going, because you need to know at all times where market is going all the time. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.